my goal is that you leave this session with at least one practical idea, and you can use it already tomorrow in your practice. Okay. At first, it's good to know why leaders, let's say, must go to Gemba. Gemba comes from Japanese and literally means the actual place, so on the real location. So to check or maybe just briefly to understand what this Gemba walk is, it's leadership practice, or what I already mentioned. It means going to the place where work is really done, so not to go there to someone to blame or to judge, but to understand what happened on the place, on the real place. During a Gemba, leaders do, let's say, 3 or 4 things. They observe, they look around about reality. So they listen to the people. So it's very important, two-way communication. So they make open question and then listen. They verify facts. For example, maybe the leader can, before the execution of Gemba, can check some indicators on the system or on the place. Basically, the starting point, it's quite often it can be this activity or management board or Shopfloor board when the KPIs are shown. And for example, when manager sees some results, some red, and he can ask the chief leader or operator there, what happened here? We have some red. And if he responds, for example, we had some failure, he doesn't stop here. So, okay, could you show me on the machine what exactly happened? And facts are really important, that decisions are made or they are based on real conditions. And that's very important. So Gemba Walk is not an inspection, because quite often it's under people understand as some kind of audit, but it's not. So the purpose of Gemba, it's more to see the facts on the place. And especially it's not to blame the people, but to help them if they struggle with some KPIs, with some issue. And that's also, let's say, unique purpose of this process. Okay. So it's about learning, about supporting and improving the system. And output, it should be not just reaction, but what we expect on the end. We wish to improve our processes. We wish to improve our communication. We wish to improve skills. So, and it's very important that people or leaders change their mindset, behavior at the Gemba, and when this happened, the organization starts to change as well. Okay. Fine. So, of course, nothing is perfect. So even during the Gemba traditional way of doing, we have some challenges. So already, how to say, Einstein said, if I have a problem, I would spend, I don't know, 90 minutes to understand situation, and then 5 minutes to make the solution. And here it's some kind, it's quite similar. So Japanese management philosophy is built on simply belief that you cannot truly understand a problem without going to see a real reality or real situation by yourself. When we talk about inefficient Gemba walks, the real problem is often not the Gemba walk itself, but the real problem is that leaders are not present enough at the place where value is created, so on the real place. And this picture shows us this Yoshida, let's say, iceberg of ignorance. Yoshida is another Japanese who made this, let's say, study. And he noticed so what exactly this picture shows us, most problems are known at operator level. So, and really a very small part of this problem reach top management. And this is not because people are hiding problems, because information gets lost when leaders are not regularly presented at Gemba, at place. And Gemba Walk is therefore not a tool problem or problem-solving tool. It's a leadership presence problem. You know, of course, especially steering or top leadership spent a lot of time. It's more turned to external factors about strategic things. But of course, their role is also to make, to contribute to continuous improvement processes, and also to contribute to maintain existing processes, but not just work processes, also improvement processes, problem-solving processes, so all kinds of processes. And if leader wants to understand reality, they must go where the things really happens. When we say leaders, we don't mean titles. We mean people who are responsible for decision and daily direction at every level. And this Yoshida pyramid shows us exactly this. In modern organization, the things become more and more complex. Many decisions are made in meeting rooms based on the reports or dashboards, far away from daily operation. And this means that we take a lot of decisions based on opinions, what make us not just not needed costs, but it can cost us also the, how to say, critical things we do as a manager, as a managers. So challenges we face, with which challenges we are faced during the execution Gemba Walks. So these are, let's say, not all challenges, but maybe just a few one. So they are not performed consistently or without structure. So people or leader just walk there and they, how to say, warn people about different kind of things, especially abnormalities, and they make some comments without some conclusion, without countermeasure, and in many organizations, Gemba Walks depend on the individual discipline. So, and when schedules get busy, they are skipped, postponed, or done partly superficially. Then the second issue are treated as an audit rather. As already mentioned, the audit, the purpose of the audit is to find the non-conformities. Okay, audit, it can be also more advanced audit, and you can use it audit as a, let's say, learning process, or as a improvement process. But instead of observing, asking open question, Gemba Walks often turn into compliance checks. So you have some disorder on your workplace. Please make something to get rid of this issue, let's say. Okay, then if you continue, of course, during this all kinds of Gemba Walks, we usually quite often, to be honest, leaders don't do any, let's say, task management. or the observation are written on paper, notebooks, or personal books or files. And after the walk, much of this information get lost, of course. And then what is also the purpose of Gemba Walks is not, okay, it's fine to do it Gemba Walk, but purpose of Gemba Walks is to impact on performances. And without connection with goals, KPIs, especially on the paper, it's quite hard to find connection between, results and different kinds of activities, not just Gemba Walk, also with other activities. But with digitalization, of course, we can improve such a kind of, let's say, opportunities for improvement. Okay, Gemba Walks is closed loop. In theory, everybody knows Deming circle, PDCA. So, and if we just in structured way, we have the planification phase. It's really important. So good Gemba Walk doesn't start on the shop floor. It starts with preparation. So preparation means that we know why we do Gemba. Then we define one purpose, not many purposes. So what is really after this, then we approach, and what is also important when we came to the place, when we meet with someone, with operator or shift leader, the respect comes first. It's really important to know. We grade the process owner not as a specter, but as a partner. So this, how to say, trust between leadership and operational, let's say, people, it's really important. So we focus on the process, we focus on data, so we don't blame people. We search between, let's say, different kind of opportunities, which process has impact in this specific issue. So because problems are in process, not in people. Structured question help us to see what we normally overlook, because of course we are usually impressed or let's say infected by daily problems, and we forget to focus to things which are not today's problem, but they will appear sooner or later. So it's really important to be proactive, and Gemba, okay, it can be reactive, but it's more to do on potential losses. And structured question help us see what we normally overlook. Very important is listening. So it's more important than talking. And feedback must be constructive. So, of course, critical thinking is important, but we strive to help people how to be better. Okay, and without follow-up, Gemba Walk is only a walk. On the end, it's very important what quite often most of organization or people missing. We have to make follow-up of all activities. Also, this ACT phase, it's important that we standardize some. So standardization, it's also important for Gemba Walk process. So if we don't standardize how to do it, Gemba Walk, or if we don't standardize how to manage Gemba Walk, then we are on the good way that our Gemba Walk are not efficient. So just from the perspective of leadership standard work, so of course we can do it different kind of Gemba walks, also different people. For Gemba walks, it's good that are executed individually, because if you do it on the group, people quite often get scared. So, usually, this behavior when we do audits, and also we're teaching people don't take too much. You just have to answer what they ask you and don't tell too much. So, such let's say culture or mindset can make our Gemba walks inefficient. So leadership standard work is not about adding more meetings or more Gemba walks. It's about making leadership work visible, structured, and consistent. And what you see here, it's just a simple idea. As you have, for example, for leadership layered process audit, because each layer do different kind of audit and different level of management. Here, it's also you can define different leadership role, and I will show you later how our software supports different kind of Gemba walks. Okay, let's continue. So why digitalize the Gemba walk? Basically, I already say what is the main purpose of digitalization. Of course, people over 50, we are not so skilled with digitalization. And when we start to digitalize this process, and what is really important to know, digitalization, it's not just the software. So it's holistic. So it is operational process, it's a relational process, it is mindset, it is, and they are also skilled. So, for example, younger people, of course, are more skilled with a tablet or computer. So we can do it Gemba walk with the phone. But when we start with the pilot projects or with Gemba implementation, maybe we can do it at the beginning on the old-fashioned way with the, on the paper, and then we can put information in digital version just to get familiar with the software. But of course, to get really smooth process, it takes some time. So usually from the practice, it takes at least 1 year that we, get the maturity and maybe just if you can just be careful. Lady, please switch off the microphone. So if you do it in the group, so you can split the roles, so someone can facilitate the Gemba process, the question, and another can make some notes. So there are many possibilities how to do it Gemba on digital version. Okay, let's do it explanation, because time fast goes very fast. So DAM, Daily Audit Management, of course, someone will think, okay, it's application for audits. Yeah, it started like this, but we didn't ask anyone but companies which use our software for auditing. They start to use it also for Gemba. They started to use it for job observation because they are noticed it's quite practical and user-friendly solution. When we noticed this, we didn't switch to another name. We stay with the first one. but just to let you know, so DAM can be used for any kind of audits, internal audits, also for more demanding VDA or ISO audits, if you like it, or for maturity level risk assessment. So it's quite critical. So let's to show you how it looks everything. Performance storyboard. It's modular. You have more modules. What is topic for today? You can use it for, of course, for auditing, for Gemba Walks. This time I won't explain everything, maybe just briefly a few things. So this dashboard can be adjusted by each person, and you can see how many tasks. So this is the playground. It's not the real environment. So it's the playground that we can demonstrate how it looks, how can we use it. You can see here how many tasks are open. Each person can see it, how many tasks it's on delay. So our experience are that company which started using our solution, usually they shorten lead time for the task approximately for 80% in 1 year. Of course, they stabilize the process, the people, they learn about the modules, about the tools, and everything contributes that it's more clarity, people are skilled, and this way you can save a lot of time and money. Okay, let's go then directly to the application for Gemba Walks. So here you can see it, the list of not just Gemba Walks, also others type of controls, for example, workplace 5S audit. I already prepare in advance. So this way you can manage and you can see really, you can see it's very visual with the pictograms. You can see immediately what is finished, what is still on the process. Some rates warn you behind. You can set up different automatic, how to say, notifications. So you can escalate, for example, if you don't answer in 1 day or limited time, the system can notify you about different kinds of things. And just go inside, for example, of course, if I want to start one Gemba walk, there are more possibilities. I can plan in advance, for example, and this you can see in your calendar, so or here. So here are planned activities. So Gemba webinar, I can start here directly with Gemba execution. So what is mean? It means that you can plan in advance systematically all kinds of Gembas. So, and of course, it can be for the person or it can be planned for the group. Okay, let's start with the Gemba. Of course, at the beginning, there are some basic information. And I mentioned to you, okay, we have different type of Gemba. For example, I will do it this way, safety Gemba. Okay, I will define also due date. Due date, it's not related just to understand a little bit to Gemba executions, to this operational process, but until when I wish that we finished all activities, all tasks related to this Gemba, for example. Okay, and then we start with the Gemba. So just a second. Questionnaire, just a second. Okay, safety. Okay, you can see here are different groups of criteria, and I said, okay, I want to do it this time Gemba for safety. And of course, here are the question which help me, which lead me, how can I discuss with shift leader or person on the shop floor. Everything can be explained. So on the left side, I see all the criteria, all the questions. And here, it's similar view as you have for PowerPoint. So on the left side, you can see all slides, but on the right side, you can see it, the main view, let's say. And of course, about the quotation, there are different options. Yes, no, you can use it semaphores, different kind of symbols. Of course, you can make explanation. So explanation for each quotation can be seen when you pass it with mouse, or you can open it with click on I. And this way, of course, when you do it first time, or if you don't do quite often Gemba walk, then you need some additional explanation. But when the Gemba walk became a routine, you know by your head already all kinds of questions and what you expect. But nevertheless, it's always fine to check, and of course you can do different analysis behind, because if you, for example, notice all the time the same things, this is the one of the main advantages of the digitalization, because here you can see which kind of abnormalities or opportunities are repeated all the time. So, for example, and you just make the question. So you ask the operator or shift leader, what was the last incident in this area? Could you explain us? And related to his answer, you can make the quotation. Of course, if you wish, if you are wish to make some evidence, you have different kind of possibilities. So you can write the findings. The shift know about last, for example, just a second, and now about, okay. Of course, you can make the pictures. For example, with the phone, you can, how to say, you can gather information directly. I know I have some, okay, I can add this one picture. So, and of course, with this evidence, you make the basis to improve this process. For example, I will show you the Gemba walk which was already done before. For example, this one, I think. Okay. And what we do during this Gemba walk? Okay, we noticed there are some issue. For example, the most we noticed that the last accident occurred due to that it was some leakage or something leaked on the floor, and someone fall it down, and we saw it. Okay, maybe this happened because the cleaning equipment wasn't on the place or wasn't accessible, and we connected this issue with our activity. So of course, AI is also integrated. I can, how to say, ask for directly AI what because if the accident already happened, everybody saw it, but if we prevent it, usually it's nobody noticed. So, and with this, let's say, widget, we can see, okay, what are costs, what can be cost impact, safety impact, and other impacts, so, and possibilities. So you can see it's also evaluated in the case of accident if someone fall down. So it's quite, let's say, user-friendly. But not just this. As I said, we can be not just how to say, our focus should be also how to improve processes or how to improve skills. And here, for example, you can see we did it based on this lesson, so which is directly, which is part of this Gemba walk. So, and you can see this explanation with criteria and also who already approved and how they rated this lesson which was done. Okay, what is also important, of course, if we do Gemba, usually we started with some, let's say, shop floor boards. We look at results, KPIs, and then based on these KPIs, it's the starting point to continue with Gemba Walk. But if you have a digital system of performance management, you can connect this Gemba with KPIs. For example, okay, in this work area, we have just 3 KPIs. It's not typical SQCDP. It's in this moment, it's not so important, but just to know, this way we can connect the KPIs with activities. So if we see, okay, we are not good in safety, let's focus to safety. So, and how to the Gemba Walk can contribute to improve safety. So it's directly information and connection with KPIs. What is also good, so we see whole history of Gembas, for example, in this work area. Not on general, but exactly in this area. And maybe even before we start Gemba, at first we can see the previous Gembas. If we close the activity, for example, here we define 2 countermeasure, probably. Let's see. And 1, it's still open. About task management, so you can see it's very simple. You have 2 options, how to navigate, how to manage. Okay, there are behind also other possibilities. You don't need to enter to each Gemba because all tasks goes to the common list of all tasks, which you can filter by the people, by the person, by the location, or it's different. There are different possibilities how to manage the tasks. So, and you see here again PDCA cycle. So you can do it this way, PD, or if you prefer Kanban, you can manage this way. You just switch between one and another column. So then you can say, okay, we did it, and it's quite the orientation. It's quite simple, as you can see. Okay. There are many things which can be adjusted. What is also good to know, maybe during the audit or Gemba walk, you noticed, for example, that maybe some of the things are more how to say, complex. Or there is, I don't know, maybe not enough just to make a simple countermeasure. and you want to use it some kind of problem-solving tool. The best way, if you're interested to know more about Gemba Walk or maybe about other modules or possibilities, of course, we prepare another webinars. We prepare another webinars, or you can call or contact us for additional information. If someone is interested about, I don't know, free trial or pilot project, we are here that we can support you. So, of course, if you don't know, usually each year we organize Lean Academy, and during Lean Academy, this year it will be on the end of May. Different companies share their best practice. We have some good best practice here in Slovenia, and also in how to say other countries. Maybe someone will be able to share it, their practice. So don't hesitate to ask us. In this, how to say, point, I want to invite you to participate on 10th of February when we will present another module, another how to say tool, which purpose is so some kind, if you know OKR, objective and key results, if you know Hoshinkanri, so software, it support strategy development, deployment, and also execution. Of course, you can track very easily your goals, your KPIs. You can respond with different processes. It can be problem solving. It can be, I don't know, for example, sometimes you can respond with 1 point lesson, even I didn't show you everything. So you are invited to participate or to ask us more questions.